Hey folks, I am back and I am Brotos and it is game 2 now between Socke and Dimaga. Last game on the, let's call it an old school map, Jungle Basin, was won fairly comfortably, I'd say, by Socke, who simply, got those phoenixes out real quick. Kind of an old school strategy for an old school map. Got those phoenixes out quickly enough, and Dimaga just did not have the answers. He killed a bunch of queens, bunch of overlords, and at that point the game was kind of his for the taking, and he took it. So well done to Socke, but it is game 2 now. It is Xel'Naga Caverns. It is a whole new game. Best thing about StarCraft is that at the start of every game, everyone is even. There's none of this bullshit RPG gayness. Sorry, I shouldn't say gayness. That's bad. Moving on. Gonna move on. Overlord coming here. It's cool. Probe. Scouting. What is he gonna do? Hatchery first. Risky, of course, on Xel'Naga Caverns because of how wide open this. Whoa! Look at all this space to attack the natural expansion. So he is gonna go gas first on 14, and then I expect a spawning pool to follow real quick. Quick, smart. Meantime, his opponent getting that gateway. The old gateway first opening. Pretty rare. So no early expansion from him. He's actually getting his gas again at pretty standard time. Everything standard. Very boring. Nothing much to say, but Dimaga, of course, from the Ukraine. Socke is, my gut is saying German, but I could be wrong. He's definitely a European. I know I've heard him speak, and he definitely sounds like a German, but he could be something else, Dutch, Austrian, Nordic in some way. So we're just going to call him European for now, but he is taking a trip to Decor. Cybernetic score is up, the pool is about to pop, and an Overlord is here just checking for any Yang, in particular any kind of hatchery blocking pylon business, and that's in fact precisely the intention of Socke, I think. He is going to try and drop a pylon. Or is he just going to hang around and try and get an idea of the timing? So yeah, he's just going to hang around, try and block it with his probe for as long as he can. Here come the Zerglings though, and it is time to go home, ball. Nope, it is time to die. Time to die. Oh, he's going to get inside. No, he is. Yes, he is. Can always ghost through, of course. But there's not much to see. The only piece of information he has is that the chronoburst is used and the double gas is up and running. Should try to kill that drone at some point, but let's get production up. I'm a bit late there. We got Zergling speed on the way, and a Stalker is going to come soon to kill off that drone. Zergling's just checking shit out, just checking it out. And so it's a pretty slow going in the early game here. 2 gates. 2 gates could be just about anything. Could pop out another couple of gates real quick. He is going for a 3rd, but I don't expect a 4th. He is in fact going to probably make a pylon on the low ground, and it is time to expand. This is the squashed face expansion, I like to call it. And the Stalker's just going to poke out, but he's in danger here. 3 Zerglings is a lot. 3 Zerglings are a lot. 3 Zerglings is a lot. But the Zealot is here to save the day, and a possibly wasted force field, I think. Could have lived without it, I expect. But that Stalker, pretty low, 32 HP. Didn't want to take any risks, and now it can recharge its shields and live to fight another day. That's the beauty of Protoss units. Even if you're down in the red, if you just take a little break, you get your shields back. You don't get your HP back, but he does get 80 shields back in time for the next fight. This has been scouted. The Zergling has seen the Nexus, and scouting for the Protoss player Socke is pretty minimal, but he has got hallucination coming. So pretty soon he'll be able to get a little Phoenix going, a little Phoenix action, fake Phoenix, and see exactly what the Zergie is doing. And what the Zergie is doing is getting a lair. So it's a reasonably quick lair, I'd say. No roaches before it, so it looks like we're going to see maybe some airplay, some Mutalisk. I doubt Mutalisk after the Phoenix of the last game. But we will see another gateway and a forge coming up here, so he's going up to 4 gateways. And there's some business going on in the chat there, I'm not sure. I have absolutely no clue, but clearly there was a pause here. I'm not sure why. It could have been a dropout, hopefully not. And here's the fake Phoenix. It's going to come in and it is going to see what it can see, and it is going to die. So it didn't see much, did not see the lair. Just confirm that. It did not see the lair. It did not see the roach warren. It basically saw bugger all. Saw the spine crawlers, which is nothing. And of course it saw the expansion, which is pretty much not news to anyone. Robo finally going up. And another hallucination on the way into the base, and he is going to see everything. There we go. Lair is up, bro. Roach warren is up, and what else is going up? I don't know. I died. But I do know. Double Evo all the way. And here comes a little sentry party. And, oh, this actually could be dangerous. A lot of sentries means a lot of force fields. Oh, can he get that queen? That's so crucial. But the queen gets away with just 2 hit points. Brutal. Brutal. And it probably had just 1 and regen. Oh, brutally close. Those force fields did a real good job of mazing. It's like a tower defense game. Just made a little force field maze. And then fire, fire, fire. You don't need DPS if you just have lots of S. Because damage is, it's like the integral of DPS with respect to time, with respect to S, as it were. For you, math noobs, just multiply DPS by time, but if you want to be more accurate, you should integrate. Moving on from that, it's too nerdy even for a StarCraft broadcast. Ridiculous. Here's the observer. It's going to see lots and lots and lots of creep, and the spine crawlers are moving out here. So this will clue him in, I think, to the idea that he's probably... it's really strange. You'd think with these spine crawlers here, he'd go for the rocks and try and take the gold base. But he's actually going for these rocks. So I'm very curious why he's done that. Now he's going for those rocks, so he's going double rock all the way. He says, I want to know where the gold at. I want the gold. And he's going to get it. He's going to get that gold. And he may even take the 4th base at the same time, because he is spreading creep over there like a mad dog. So much creep. Oh. He's going just single tumor all the way. But he has got, 4 or 5 trains of tumors all in action. But that observer is out now, so he'll be able to quash that pretty quickly. And here comes a hallucination, and I've got to get better at using that Control F follow business. The Protoss in the meantime is doing so... it's just such a passive game from both guys. There's been almost no engagements. A queen nearly died. That's pretty much all that's happened in this whole game. And some Zerglings ran up the ramp a little bit. Nightmarishly slow going for these guys. Both just hanging out, but here comes, he's going to try and squish this creep, stop this highway, and he's going to kill all these tumors, and he's going to take the watchtower, and he's going to see, hey, there's even more tumors coming around the side. We've got a burrowed Zergling, really neat, needs to bring the observer all the way back, or make it cannon, but he's going to do the former. Meantime, 9 roaches are on the way. Serious roach army, where did you go? You're fighting! Ah! And they burrow under the force fields. That's super great. And here we go. The Colossi are going to be sniped. No one survives. He's doing sick damage, but is it enough? This is actually looking pretty scary. Really clever move there. He baited the army back using that burrowed Zergling. And got them out of position. When a Protoss army moves around, it's very easy to... You want to engage them when they've just moved a bit, because it takes... Because of the movement speed of Stalkers being higher than everything else, it really gets them sort of wonky when you try to move your army a long distance. Keeping it together and in place for an attack is really difficult to do. Colossus does just escape, but they burrow and bail. And wow, he escaped with very few HP. Oh, sorry, he has all his HP. He just escaped with very little of his shields. So if we look, this is a massive, massive supply lead to our Zerg player, but he, Socke is getting an Immortal, which is exactly what he needs against this all roach all the time army. Just needs more robo units. But I think this is going to be GG. Cancels those 2 cannons. They are too late. It's too late. And, well, he's just going to die. This is such a huge ball of roaches. The Immortal goes down almost instantly. Oh. Immortals do 3-shot roaches, but he only got off his 2 shots, I think. And wow, this whole army is dead. Supply now double, 197 to 96, and there's almost no army left. If we look at income, we can see that of his 92 supply, 59 harvesters, and now it is GG. So, 1-1. Game 3 is on the way, and see you there.